Hi, this is Vivian in South Carolina, working on a new chicken tractor. Going to move them out of that one into this new frame that I've salvaged mainly from another run, from the Sam's Club chicken coop that I've been using with the black Australorps and Gary, the Cornish cross hen that we have. And this has the hardware cloth, so I'm going to do away with that structure entirely and redo that one with hardware cloth later. And so today has been putting together this panel, putting the hardware cloth onto it, and attaching these domed furniture feet. They're just a nail in there, so this hopefully will help keep the wood off of the ground. It's not much height because I don't want it too high, and will make it easier for me to slide it over. These side panels only have the feet on the center bottoms because these will be attached on the outside of here. So this end will have the 4-foot panels attached to the outer part. So let me get busy. Of course, my drill battery dies the very first screw I put into the frame, but no problem. I've got a second one charged and ready to go, and dead batteries in the charger already, and got it put together. And I'm glad I did a mock-up because I knew that these panels weren't 4 feet tall. They're 4 feet wide, but for some reason I was designing it as though it was 4 feet tall, so I added this little lip that will cover, and this top part will be hinged. So this whole top and a third of the side will come up so I can catch them or release new ones, get the water out, put feed in, things like that. But so I had to go and rip another 2x4. Got a 4-foot, and I'm not going to give you dimensions because yours are going to be different depending on the hardware cloth you use. Because I was given this hardware cloth that's 30-something inches wide, and so I made the panels to fit that. So whatever you end up using, make it fit to what you're doing. And to make it lighter, I don't need 2x4s. So I ripped all the 2x4s in halves to make 2x2s, which are really 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and did that. So now I need to take it and get the hardware cloth put on that, and I'm going to put a temporary thing on top and remove that panel and move the chickie and let the chickies just migrate over to the new area, so I don't have to move that. And then I'll just disassemble that one and use one of the panels for the top until I get some more 2-foot wide hardware cloth that I can cover that, so it'll be all hardware cloth eventually. But I also added a roost here in the center, and this was going to have a tarp over it most of the time. So, progress. So I've removed the piece that was on the side here, and hoping that they'll just walk on over, because they were already pecking at the grass through the fencing, the 2x3 fencing over there, the green one. But they won't be able to peck through the hardware cloth. So just letting them ease on over. I guess if I stood over there, they'll go on. And then I'll attach this bottom piece. Screw that in, and then I'll hinge the top. I'll show that when I get to it. Now to ease them over. I'm very pleased. Again, temporary patch. I need to get some more 2-foot wide hardware cloth, and I'll redo that panel with that. But this is hinged now. Look at that. See? So that gives me access to get their food and stuff out much easier than it would have been if I just was able to open half of the top or half of a side. So this is working out. I'm happy with it. I'm going to put a tarp over it. Just a moment. because this gets hot. So I've got the tarp on there, and the south is on the other side, so this gives them a good bit of shade. It's a little after 12:30, so things are just going to get hotter from here out. But one project done. I'm happy. I can put the metal shelves and take the rest of that apart. And even though it's still another temporary patch underneath the tarp, it's not a biggie, and I don't have to worry about predators coming through the top to get them. And I'll see if they start using the perch soon. But it'll probably be another week or so, or two, before I get them moved into a big coop. Thanks for watching.